Hi guys, welcome back if you're new. My name is Aria, and in today's video we're doing a fall home tour. It is far later in October than I ever anticipated. However, here we are. I did not do any decorate with me videos this year. I honestly decorated, I believe it was last weekend. Was that last weekend? I got it all done, and then I just needed to be able to film a home tour when the house was mostly clean, which is today. So I hope that you enjoy what we're gonna do. I'm gonna walk you through and I'm gonna tell you what I got. Tell you where it's from. You probably can't get a lot of it unless it's like staple pieces because this is cumulative decor. But if you are looking for a cozy fall home tour, grab a good little snackety snack, a little something to drink, and let's get into it. The home tour really starts outside, so let's go over that really quickly. This wreath, unfortunately, is sold out. I got that from QVC earlier in the season, like as in the summertime. This Hey There Pumpkin sign is from Hobby Lobby. The bench is from Target. I got this from HomeGoods this year, this like little leaning pumpkin, and these are old, also from Target. I've had my yard flag for a few years. This is from Kirkland's, but I'm actually about to switch it out to this one. Coming inside, let's look at the entryway. Anything that I can link, I will link. I do believe, I don't know if you've seen this rug. This is from Magnolia. I think I got it from Wayfair. But everything else, I don't think there's anything new this year. But let's go over everything. The table is from World Market. These throws are old from, I believe they're from Target. The baskets they're in are from Target. These baskets are from Target last year. I think they're Studio McGee or they're Hearth and Hand, I cannot recall. You guessed it, it was Target. This, take a wild guess. This was Studio McGee, I believe last year from one of their either fall or spring launches. I got this last fall from Kirkland's. This is Hearth and Hand Magnolia from Hearth and Hand from Target last fall. Stand is from McGee & Co. That I can link, that's still available. This little woven basket is from Magnolia. I can link that, that's still available. Target last year, Kirkland's a couple of years ago. These are old stems from several years back, but this vase is from Magnolia. My mirror is no longer available. That was Studio McGee several years ago. I really do want to replace this with a nice round mirror, but we'll see. But that is an overview of my entryway. I've really wanted to keep everything nice and simple. Nothing too much clutter, you know, things like that. Let's move into our dining space. These are my Amazon shelves. Keyword there being Amazon. So the shelves I believe are still available. Majority of everything that I have here is from over the years. Target, Kirkland's. Trying to think if I see anything else. Mostly Target and Kirkland's. The frame, picture frame is, I got that from TikTok Shop. The little glass pumpkin at the very top, right here on top of these books it came in a set from QVC. I'm not sure if they're still available or not. I will double check, but if you have any other questions about anything that's here, that is where a majority of everything came from. Nothing aside from that glass pumpkin is new this year. And we're just gonna turn over to this area. Okay, this is Target, old Target, probably still available at Target. I got that at HomeGoods this fall. And then this little clock is Hearth and Hand, Target, but they do have one similar again this fall. And maybe one of these years I'll actually finish this candle. I have a thought. I don't like a lot of my favorite scents from Bath & Body Works anymore, so I just had it out. I burned it once and I was like, I don't think I like this anymore. Let's go into the dining room. Again, keeping it very, very simple because this is usually covered with packages. So my dining room table and chairs are all from World Market. Those I can link, they should still be available. This buffet table is from Wayfair. I don't recommend it. If you still want the link, let me know, but I don't recommend it. This is an olive tree I got from TikTok Shop. This artwork is older from Target. I don't know if that's still available. I got these candlesticks from Target last fall. They may have something very similar. They're from the Studio McGee line. And candlesticks, these are no longer sold at Target, but they were from Target. They may or may not have those. I don't know if those were Threshold or Hearth and Hand. And then this little arrangement is from Kirkland's. I got that maybe a year or so ago. Moving over to this space, I just took this little pot that's either from HomeGoods or Hobby Lobby. I've had these little wheat things for quite some time. Salt and pepper shakers, you know, simple things. I believe Hearth and Hand Target, and that's probably Target old as well. Moving on into the kitchen, everything as you can see is very simple. It's been team simple this year just because I don't have the capacity to take much else on. This wreath I've had for a couple years. You know, we can go ahead and just put Target, Hearth and Hand, and then nothing else is new this year. The only few things that are new, if you saw my HomeGoods haul and shopping, that little hand towel is from there. This is from that same set that I just mentioned in my shelving. That's from QVC. This little tray was HomeGoods last year, I believe. Hearth and Hand. Michael's from a year or so ago. This is HomeGoods. You know what I'm gonna say. A lot of Target Hearth and Hand going on here. But so this is majority. And then I believe this is from last year HomeGoods, this year HomeGoods. Everything else is pretty much similar. And as you can see, I kept everything very, very simple. And then y'all, if you saw my HomeGoods haul, I don't drink out of him, but he's so cute just sitting there on my Nespresso machine. Also kept it simple on my counters. I need to keep them clear because they're very rarely this clear, so we kept them clear. And then we come into the living room, which if you know me, you'd be like, Aria, this is such limited decor. I know, girl, I know. I don't have it in me. I didn't even change from this to something more fall or neutral, only because I'm about to decorate for Christmas, so we can do that later. Speaking of switching something from neutral, this is bothering me that this is such a light, bright rug, and I really wanted another one for fall, but I was like, it's taking me forever to decorate for fall. We can come to this at another time. It's so out of place, you know? Speaking of keeping it simple, these are my shelves. I think as you can see, I just try to keep everything, you know, nothing too crazy, just a few pops to let you know that it's fall. Everything is from years past. I do not believe anything, nothing on my shelves is new. And although you can probably find very similar pieces because Hearth and Hand and Studio McGee come out with a lot of times some similar options to previous years, this is what I'm working with. So I would love to know what your thoughts are. There's nothing much really to share as far as that goes. My entertainment center, I kept everything pretty much simple. There was something else on top of that. I just put a pumpkin up there. That's how simple we went when it came to decor this year. These pillow covers are from Studio McGee a few years ago. They are very similar to the ones from Pottery Barn. And yes, I know you can probably see that black jack-o'-lantern. That's just because I didn't have a place for him to go. I probably will not end up actually decorating for Halloween. I'm about to buy my new Christmas tree. So there's nothing really over here. This is just like a space that I just don't have a place to put things, but this space won't exist when I start decorating for Christmas. I've had this for quite some time. That's from Hobby Lobby. It's a pillow cover. This is my little coffee table setup. Everything is old. This is like Threshold from Target. So Target fall decor. This was a regular Target fall. I don't think that's anybody's brand. Yeah, that's Threshold. And then that was, I believe, Threshold as well from a year or so ago. This was from Hobby Lobby or Kirkland's. I actually don't want to take everything off to look and see, but I do believe it's one of the two. While we're here, these pillow covers are old. They are from Pottery Barn. The arrangement is from Target Hearth and Hand last year, or Threshold, but Target from last year. Same thing with that. Candle is from Target from last year. Okay, again with the table, the little table, Target from last year. Not sure if that's still available or not. And then same thing with that blanket, Target from several years ago. That's from Amazon, the little cover. And I'm not gonna lie, this is one of those things that you're like, it's not really worth spending any amount of money to have something like that, but I would disagree with you. Yeah, I want these for everyone now. Every single box of tissues I have now, I really want to get a cover for. I should have thought about that. It was just Prime Day and I didn't think about that. So there you have it. That's my home tour for fall. For someone who loves decorating for fall the absolute most, like I really do love decorating for fall more than I like decorating for Christmas. And I love enjoying my fall decor. I have a lot of feelings about these past couple of years and just how I don't really have time. I don't have the capacity to be able to decorate and share my decorating process the way that I would like, specifically when it comes to fall decor because of the timing. The past few years, I've noticed that that's been difficult for me because of everything. I do a lot of TikTok shop. That's what I primarily do. So trying to manage that and the constant influx of lots of packages, and there's just being stuff all over the place, and my space is only but so large. And then I think when it comes to decorating for fall and feeling the need to get that out around the time that I'm also trying to get both of my kids off to school, my daughter going off to college, which always means there's a lot of stuff that piles up here because there's nowhere else for it to go, and then getting my son off to school. So I say all that to say, although I really hated not being able to decorate earlier as well as share the process, I'm glad that I was able to get it done. At least so I can enjoy it for like 5 whole minutes before we switch over to Christmas. I don't know how that's gonna look, but I really need to get it done. And if it means I get it all done way ahead of time and then just enjoy it, then I hope that the people in my household will appreciate that because they love me so much. So yeah, I'll link anything, that I can. And if you have any questions, let me know. Now, as far as moving forward, figure now is a good time to talk about it. So my page has primarily been home decor, but I share a lot of other stuff on other platforms that has nothing to do with home decor. And I have a hard time siphoning myself into different buckets and not even siloing, would that be the better word? And only sticking to this type of content on this platform, on this platform, on this platform. I can't really do that. In order for me to be able to continue to show up anywhere, I have to be able to show up as myself. So I hope that means you stick around whenever you see a vlog or you see fashion content or favorites videos or anything that's not home decor. If you're here for the home decor, I hope that you still stick around. I will still share it, but I can't just share home decor. I just can't. So I'm excited for Christmas. I have a new tree that I'm going to be sharing with you. So there's more to come on that. But I have no idea how I'm going to decorate for Christmas. So I just know that I know my tree. I know nothing else. So it's going to be a ride. And the fact that it's like in 2 blinks, it feels like we need to get it together. So thanks so much for joining me on today's fall home tour. I hope that I will see you in my next video that will be coming soon because it's already in the works. So thank you so much. I hope that you are having a great day and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.